Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. Selangor is now the first state to strip the Datuk Seri title from Kajang prison inmate and former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak following his imprisonment. Najib Abdul Razak and his wife Rosmah Mansor have been stripped of their state titles by Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah. The revocation is effective today and is due to the couple being convicted in court. A statement from Selangor State Secretary Haris Kasim stated that the removal of honours was in line with the Sultan's prerogative to do so under the state constitution and statute on titles. Najib is currently serving a 12-year sentence at the Kajang prison after the federal court upheld his conviction in the SRC International case. Meanwhile, Rosmah was recently found guilty of corruption by the High Court. The monarch had previously suspended the titles for Najib and Rosmah in 2019, pending the outcome of their court case. Najib was bestowed the Keahlian Darjah Kebesaran Sri Paduka Mahkota Selangor Kelas Pertama, which carries title Datuk Seri in 2004. Meanwhile, Rosmah was conferred the SPMS Kelas Pertama, which carries the title Datin Paduka Seri in 2005. The couple have also had their titles stripped in Negeri Sembilan in 2018. However, the couple still has numerous Datuk Seri titles from other states. Najib has 9 from Pahang, Perak, Melaka, Kedah, Penang, Perlis, Sabah and Sarawak, which carry the Datuk Seri title or its equivalent. Meanwhile, Rosmah has similar titles from Pahang, Melaka, Kedah, Sabah and Sarawak. Besides Najib and Rosmah, Sultan Sharafuddin also revoked honours from former Rural and Regional Development Ministry Secretary-General Muhammad Arif Rahman. Arif was awarded the Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah Award in 2005, which carried the title Datuk. The Selangor Sultan today also reminded everyone to respect the judiciary. In a statement, he said everyone is equal under the law. Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah today called for the public to respect the rule of law and independence of Malaysia's judicial system. In a statement, the Sultan said the federal constitution clearly stipulates all citizens are equal in the eyes of the law regardless of their status and position. He said the independence of the judiciary means judges can make decisions on any case according to the law and based on facts and evidence without any feeling, fear, or favour. He added that every judge has taken an oath to practice equality, to protect and defend the constitution, and to be independent of any kind of internal and external pressure. Sultan Sharafuddin also said that, according to the Constitution, people are accountable to the same set of laws regardless of status, position, race, and family lineage. The Sultan's statement, which was issued by the Selangor Palace, did not pinpoint any specific issue. However, this comes when the judiciary is being questioned by certain quarters following the recent jailing of former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak, who was convicted of corruption-related offences. The ruler stressed that everyone is responsible to protect the good name of the judiciary so that it does not get tainted by any form of influence or pressure. He also reminded the executive to always respect the independence of the judiciary and refrain from any attempt to influence the administration of justice. In his statement, Sultan Sharafuddin also expressed his support for Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah's decree last Monday. The Agong stated that the power to give a royal pardon cannot be simply exercised just to benefit certain quarters. Malaysia Kini is offering a very special subscription promotion in conjunction with Malaysia Day from September 12th to 18th. You can redeem the promotion by scanning the QR code and by using the code KiniTV 916. Now back to our program. Najib appears to be facing a hard time in prison, with his health condition once again requiring him to see the doctor.
Najib Abdul Razak's health condition was quite bad this morning, according to prison officials. Deputy Public Prosecutor Gopal Sriram told the Kuala Lumpur High Court that this required the former Prime Minister to see the doctor by 2 p.m. this afternoon. Due to this, the accused 2.28 billion ringgit 1MDB corruption trial needed to end earlier today. The DPP said a Kajang prison officer had informed the prosecution that the matter was related to Najib's blood pressure medication, which had changed. Judge Colin Lawrence Sequeira allowed the application, and the trial then proceeded with the ongoing testimony of the 37th prosecution witness, R. Umar Devi, who managed Ambank's branch at Jalan Raja Chulan in Kuala Lumpur. Najib is on trial for 4 counts of abuse of power and 21 counts of money laundering involving 2.28 billion ringgit from 1MDB. The prosecution contended that the wrongdoing at 1MDB was carried out by fugitive businessperson Joe Low and several others, with Najib's blessings. The accused defense team, however, claimed that Najib had no knowledge of the crime perpetrated at 1MDB. He is currently serving a 12-year jail sentence after the federal court on August 23rd dismissed his appeal against the SRC International conviction.
Anwar Ibrahim has experience serving as finance minister under Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Now he doesn't seem too impressed with Zafrul's performance heading the ministry. PKR President Anwar Ibrahim has taken a swipe at Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz. Anwar said Zafrul's actions do not resemble that of a responsible finance minister. Anwar said this while taking the stage at the party's first Rapat Mega Keadilan rally in Taman Melawati yesterday. The party president criticized Zafrul for his lack of credible answers as a finance minister, defending the banks as opposed to the rakyat. He added that he didn't ask Zafrul a lot of questions in parliament because he didn't think his answers were of those that should be given by any responsible finance minister. Anwar said his answers defended the bank and not the rakyat. The Malaysian ringgit continues to slide against the US dollar, passing the psychological 4 ringgit and 50 cent mark on September 6th. This was the first time the 4 ringgit and 50 cents level was breached since January 1998, months after the onset of the Asian financial crisis. The ringgit has lost 9% of its value when compared to the US dollar over a year. The silence of the Prime Minister and Zafrul on the issue has been criticized by members of the opposition. Perak Police had sad news to share this morning. The pilot who went missing in Bidor did not survive the crash.
The pilot of a helicopter that crashed near Bidor was found dead at the crash site this morning. The matter was announced by Perak Police Chief Muhammad Yusri Hassan Basri during a press conference earlier today. This was contrary to an earlier report where Transport Minister Wee Kia Siong said that the pilot was found alive and was waiting to be transported to the hospital for treatment.
Mesej yang kita terima di CAM iaitu Search and Rescue Operation Center, memang 18 bangsa tersebut masih lagi hidup, tetapi disebabkan keadaan kecederaan yang parah, maka dalam proses kita menyelamatkan beliau itu telah berlakunya perkara di mana beliau hilang consciousness, dan kita rasa ini satu perkara yang amat malang sekali.
Muhammad Yusri said the wreckage of the privately owned helicopter was spotted from the air by a team of Royal Malaysia Air Force officers at about 9:30 a.m. today. He said at 9:35 a.m. the Air Force crew got off the helicopter and headed to the wreckage. There they found the pilot's remains inside the cockpit. He said the officers believe the pilot died on the spot. Muhammad Yusri said the pilot has been identified as Richard Chan, a 58-year-old Hong Kong citizen who worked for a private company in Malaysia. He was flying the Eurocopter EC-120B from Subang to Ipoh, Perak, where it lost radio contact with the Kuala Lumpur Air Traffic Control Centre yesterday at 12:16 p.m.
In PKR's first mega rally this year, Rafizi told the crowd that UMNO is too damaged to survive beyond 7 years. Do you agree? Let us know how you feel in the comments.
The country's Malay-based parties will go extinct in 5 to 7 years, according to a prediction made by PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli. These parties include UMNO, PAS, Bersatu and the Barisan Nasional Coalition. Rafizi said this last night at the PKR's first Rapat Mega Keadilan rally in Taman Melawati in Gombak, Selangor. He said if Malaysians don't change the government this time, he's sure UMNO and BN will be buried within 5 to 7 years from now. Rafizi explained that it is impossible for a party that is so damaged to be able to rebuild its strength from the bottom up to face the challenges of today. Earlier in his speech, Rafizi also teased UMNO for its propensity to cry publicly over issues such as the recent incarceration of Najib Abdul Razak and his wife Rosmah Mansor. He also advised UMNO to save its tears for party president Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. Sunday's rally is the first of a series of mega rallies planned across the country.
Lokman Adam will now have to take down a Facebook post after the court allowed the Prime Minister's ex parte injunction. The Kuala Lumpur High Court has issued an order for Lokman Noor Adam to take down his Facebook post regarding Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob. This was confirmed by Ismail Sabri's counsel Raghunath Kesavan. Judicial Commissioner Rosmah Mansor allowed the ex parte injunction application for the removal of the social media posting dated August 22nd. Under the law, an ex parte application is one that is done with the presence of only one party without that of the opposing side. Raghunath told Malaysia Kini that the court allowed Ismail Sabri's application for Lokman to take down the posting from his accounts on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. The lawyer added that Rosmah Mansor has also set September 26th at 3 p.m. for an inter partes hearing for the injunction. Under the law, an inter partes hearing is where both sides, in this case, Ismail Sabri and Lokman's legal team, will be present to present submissions on whether the court should allow the injunction pending disposal of the main civil action. On September 1st, before the Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court, Lokman pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of making offensive communications against Ismail Sabri and the government. Lokman was accused of making the remarks on Facebook with the intent of annoying others. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. Don't forget to use our special promo code KiniTV916. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.